Well, hey there. I'm Dana Tran and welcome to my free mini course, Bots 101, an intro to messenger bots. If you're watching this video, you probably heard how these Facebook Messenger bots are great and how they have extremely high open rates. But what is a messenger bot and how do they work? How can you build one if you don't know how to code? Well, the good news is you're in the right place. By the end of this mini course, you'll understand how a messenger bot works, how bots can benefit your business, and how you can build a bot without any coding with the help of tools like ManyChat and Chatfuel. So let's jump into lesson number 1, where we'll go over what is a messenger bot, does Facebook allow these bots, or are they just a fad? And then we'll talk about how a messenger bot works. If you're a business with a website or Facebook page, you know that users can find you online and send you a question about your business, product, or service. You want to provide great customer support and quickly reply to these questions, but you might have trouble keeping up. You're also probably getting the same questions over and over again from different customers. But you're a busy business owner, which means that you can't always reply to these questions instantly. That's one of the ways a messenger bot can help. You're basically outsourcing some of these repetitive, tedious tasks to a messenger bot that works 24/7. So instead of having people emailing you with a question, you're getting them to interact with your messenger bot first. A bot built without any coding can send automated replies to these common questions so that you can focus on tasks that really require your attention. While you can only reply to one user at a time, a messenger bot can interact with multiple users, all at the same time, sending each one a personalized message or unique recommendation, all without getting confused. Similar to when you're messaging your family or your friends, a messenger bot can send out short snippets of text, emojis and images, video clips, or a voice memo. A messenger bot can also send galleries and lists and different types of buttons to allow users to interact and reply to your bot. As you can see, a messenger bot is simply a program that automatically interacts with people, providing them with relevant information, news, and updates about your business directly inside Messenger. The majority of messenger bots are powered by rules and sometimes artificial intelligence, something we'll talk about later in this lesson. You also might hear some people refer to messenger bot as email marketing 2.0. And that's because you can use bots to build a messenger subscriber list and then send out updates, broadcasts, and newsletters. Instead of receiving an email, a message will pop up directly in their Messenger and Facebook inbox. But bots also share similar features with 3 other tools. To mobile apps, for example, because both are easily accessible on a mobile device. Bots also share similar elements to a live chat. After all, it does live on the Messenger platform where you can have instant, real-time back and forth conversations. Other than using bots to communicate and send messages, they can also provide people with information about your business, product, or service. Kind of like your website. You can even send data collected from your messenger bot to other tools like your email marketing, a spreadsheet, or CRM. But keep in mind, while a bot might be similar to these 4 other tools, it is not a replacement for any of these tools, a human, or your marketing funnel. A messenger bot is just an additional new way for people to interact with your business. So instead of leaving it up to users to find the right information on your static site, or relying on one-way communication channel where you're overwhelming users with emails and content, or building a landing page with a long, boring form, MessengerBot allows you to leverage conversational marketing, where you're using automated interactive conversation to capture and connect with the audience on a platform where open rates are extremely high. To prove this, let me show you the open rate of email versus Messenger. Based on a report from MailChimp, the average unique open rate is somewhere between 17 to 28%. Messenger bots are relatively new, but based on my research, I found that open rates for messages are somewhere between 70 to 90%, which is amazingly high. Even though these are some great stats, you might be wondering whether Facebook allows messenger bots or not. Another common question I hear is, are bots just a fad? To answer these questions, and to ease your worry, take a look at the screenshot of the keynote during Facebook's annual F8 conference back in 2017. Up on the big screen is a list of some of the big name companies that are currently using messenger bots. If you look carefully, you'll probably recognize a few of them. So if you're wondering whether Facebook allows bots on the Messenger platform, the answer is yes, they are allowed. And MessengerBot isn't just a tool used by large corporations. Facebook also promotes and encourages small businesses to build bots. In fact, Facebook conducted a study and found that in 2017, over 330 million people connected with a small business on Messenger for the very first time. The study also showed that 67% expect to message businesses even more over the next 2 years. There are currently over 1.3 billion users on Messenger, but it isn't just a tool to allow people to message their friends and family. Did you know that over 8 billion messages are sent between people and businesses each month on Messenger? I know I just threw a whole bunch of numbers at you, but the whole point was to get you to realize that MessengerBot is not a fad. Hopefully, I also got you to think and realize the importance of having a presence on a platform that's preferred by your customer. If you're interested in using messenger bots to connect with your subscribers and existing customers, let's go over how a messenger bot works. The first thing you need to know is that a messenger bot must be connected to a Facebook page. You cannot have a bot on a personal profile or in a Facebook group. Bots are also not smart. Bots have limited natural language processing capability, meaning their ability to understand the human language as it is naturally spoken is not that great. If you ever talk to an Alexa, Siri, or Google Home, you'll know what I mean. The biggest misconception about messenger bots right now is that they can answer anything and everything. Even Siri, Alexa, and a Google Home cannot do that. So please, do not expect a bot, especially those built without any coding, to understand full sentences. The biggest opportunity right now is to use bots to provide basic replies to common questions and to communicate with subscribers and customers. It'll still save you time and offer your visitors some support around the clock, which is better than nothing. So if bots are not powered by AI and they're not smart, you're probably wondering, how do they work? The answer is they follow rules. A messenger bot is basically a series of pre-planned rules and communication flows. Your job is to create these rules and map out the different scenarios to offer users an interactive experience. Because even though they are interacting with a bot, you don't want them to chat with a dull, boring bot. You want your users to interact and engage with a fun and helpful bot, which can be achieved if you put the user in control and allow them to choose their own adventure. So here's a super basic example. If the user types, "Are you open today?" you can train your bot to answer with, "Yes, we're open from 9 to 5. Or if the user types in, "Hello," you can get your bot to send the message, "Welcome back," or "Nice to meet you." It just depends on whether the person is a new visitor or an existing subscriber. Here's what that might look like in Messenger. If I say hello to DanaBot, she'll reply with welcome back. As you can see, users can also tap on buttons to access information about my business, like a gallery showcasing my blog articles, or another gallery with more information about my Messenger bot courses. Other than following rules, you can also train your bot to remember information and provide users with a unique experience, tailored to their specific needs, which is important because personalization usually leads to higher conversions. But the best part about MessengerBot is that no coding is required. Bots are easy to set up and easy to manage, especially when you compare it to a WordPress site. With MessengerBot, you don't need to worry about theme upgrades, managing plugins, or making sure that it looks great on a mobile phone. Just in case you're wondering, there are several visual bot building platforms that allow you to build a bot without any coding. Two of my favorite is Chatfuel and ManyChat, something we'll talk about later in lesson number 3. So that's it for lesson number 1. If you enjoyed this first lesson, be sure to subscribe so that you don't miss out on other new tutorials. So thanks so much for watching this first lesson of my Bots 101 mini course. I'll see you in the next video.